Time for another Atlantis Scalar listicle. All right. 7 indications that you've lived a past life that is affecting your current one, that there's bleed through from one life to another. Now, you must know first that all lives are happening at once. And I know that's hard to imagine, but yeah, your life in the 1400s is happening right now. Your life in, 3050 is happening right now. And the way Eric, my deceased son, explains it is that it's like a wagon wheel, okay? Each spoke is a life, right? And the hub is your higher self experiencing all these lives. And when one life is over, it gets sucked back up and, etc. But it rolls in the mud and leaves a track. And that muddy track is the linear lifetime, basically. It's the linear track of this happening now and the other one happening in the future and one happening in the past, etc. So let's talk about this listicle. Please follow so you don't miss any listicles. How to tell if you've lived a past life. The signs can show up emotionally, physically, and even through dreams, actually. Here's some commonly reported experience that people associate with memories and energies from past incarnations. Deja vu that feels deep and unexplainable. You visit a place for the first time and you feel like you've been there before. You instinctively know your way around unfamiliar places. You might have this feeling that is accompanied by strong emotion or body memory. Number 2, unusually strong powers of phobias, like intense fears like drowning, fire, falling. Heights is a big one, with no known trauma in your current life. These fears may seem irrational or too strong for the context. Some believe that these are emotional imprints from previous lives, like maybe you drowned in a previous life. Some people with a lot of throat issues, pharyngitis, strep all the time, or neck issues, maybe they were hanged in another life, okay? And what I've seen in one person is all of a sudden, at the age of 24, they became immensely suicidal without any situational problems going on. It was just an enigma. Well, we did a past life regression on him, and he committed suicide at that exact age. And once you realize that, his suicidal ideation, gone. Poof. I think that's so cool. Also, talents or knowledge that come naturally. Like you could do something really well without having formally learned it. Like my son Lucas, one summer in middle school, he just taught himself how to play piano without any instruction, and he was playing Rachmaninoff by the end of it. It was like weird. You feel drawn to a specific culture, language, era, or history. Like, for example, my son Lucas is drawn to anything Egyptian. He watched the Mummy movies over and over again. But then sometimes there are things that you don't like. Like I just, for some reason, am not attracted to the Japanese culture. And I found out that I had a Japanese life in Japan, where my mother and father put me on an ice float and boop, bye-bye, we only want guys, So I died in that lifetime in Japan. Children may especially show signs of these inexplicable skills. Really cool. Tell you one incident. There were these 2 little kids. They were twins. I don't know, boy or girl. And the father passed their bedroom, and they were speaking this weird in tongue. He didn't understand it at all. But then it kept happening, and realized there were some elements that recurred. So he thought, well, this is a language. So he took it to his friend, who was a linguist, and says, yeah, this is a language, but I don't know. Here's my friend, who was an expert in ancient languages, and he listened to the recording and said, wow, they're speaking Aramaic, the language of Jesus. Wow, Jesus is all I can say. All right, let's go on. Vivid recurring dreams or flashbacks, like dreams feel more like memories than imagination. Scenes from unfamiliar times, periods, or places occur, and often they're emotionally intense or symbolic. Next one, let's see. Instant connection or repulsions with certain people, feeling a deep connection with someone you just met, or maybe an immediate, unexplained discomfort around people. They murdered you in another life, maybe. Often interpreted as past life relationships resurfacing. All right, number 6, birthmarks or physical traits. Some traditions believe birthmarks reflect wounds from a past life. Studies have documented cases linking children's memories to specific physical markings. Like this one person had a birthmark in her back, and she came to a channeling Eric event at my house, and we found out that she had back pain all the time. She was speared in the back by one of her friends who was also a soldier, and her back pain went away. So my daughter, one of my daughters, has these stripes here on her neck, and it was from a previous hanging. All right, studies. Okay, we've got that. Last one: a sense of purpose that doesn't make logical sense. Feeling drawn to a profession or a mission or a place without real explanation, and a sense that your life's path is familiar, like you're continuing it from something from before, or from the future too. Remember, all lives are happening at once, even the future ones. Isn't that amazing? In the comments, please engage and tell me if you've had anything that's happened like this that would explain something going on in your current life. And a lot of times when you realize something from a past life, it can alleviate certain emotional, physical, or spiritual issues you're having now. With Atlantis Scalar in the main service, we get rid of all trauma, all bleed through from other lives, past or future. We even get rid of pre-birth trauma. So yeah, it's really, really important to gift yourself with the energy repair, protection, and enhancement service. Listen to me talking in a video explaining just a tiny part of it. It takes me usually around 10 to 14 hours to do this service. And it's amazing. So, yeah, if you think like you're having some sort of trauma from another life, then get this service. You deserve it. You can pay with Klarna, interest-free over a certain period of months. You can use PayPal later. So it's doable, and you deserve it, okay? Remember, love yourself. Please love yourself, because I love you. I really do. Thank you. Bye.